And don't be trying to be too professional on us.
Okay, good. We're not. We're not at all.
Looking for saucers in the black night high. Abduction dreams and alien screams. He says they're out there more than it seems. JD's got a lens hunting for Bigfoot's trace. Deep in the woods, in the shadows, embrace a rush on the ground. He's frozen in place. Did you hear that? Something's on the chase.
Welcome to Chumming with the Spirits. I'm JD. We have Parachum, and we have some special guests with us. Kraken Cans Crew Cast.
Kraken Cans Cast.
Which is Mike and
Corey.
Corey.
You're good. He has an easy name, Mike. Everybody
knows Mike. It's the Corey. And which is funny because I was just looking at Corey Taylor's going to be here at the Comic-Con from Slipknot. How about we try that again? Yeah, Slipknot lead singer. Sorry, and that's all I could picture. And I'm like, they're not Slipknot.
Yeah, I'll be your Slipknot if you want.
I don't know what that means. I'm good with the answer.
You're good with those? I mean, I mulled both you guys' names.
Dude, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we're good.
We usually mess up our own names, so
yeah.
Well, half the time we call each other by our real names, or it is what it is. But we're going to be talking about the Flatwood Monster,
aka Braxxie.
Braxxie, the Braxton Monster. Interesting. Some think it might be UFO related.
I'm not too sure.
I'm not too sure either. Could be drug related, but it was 1952 when this happened.
They could have taken some monkeys from a zoo and sprayed them. You never know.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with that story. The
Hopkinsville
goblins.
I've looked into it a little bit, but we haven't done an episode on it yet.
The government basically said, someone took some monkeys and spray painted them green and let them out in the woods, and that's what
people are saying. That's one of the things that we're finding out as we go through some of these, and you're like, oh, they were debunked, and they're like, yeah, they were debunked. It must have been an owl, spray painted silver, or a monkey, and we're like, wait a minute,
always
these guys, yeah. I'm like.
So my favorite one is we were doing the Star Aerial incident about the passenger plane that disappeared over the Bermuda Triangle, and the government basically said, it disappeared because after a certain time it just didn't show up on radar.
It broke. we assumed the engines broke. No shit. Yeah. I'm like, and one time it'd be okay. We keep on coming across this stuff like they debunked it back in the 40s or 50s, and it's like, yeah, spray painted monkeys, or they've mistaken an owl for 6 foot plus, and it's like, yeah, that's one of those theories behind it. So, Parachum, you want to tell the general story, or do you want to let them, since they've already done a podcast on it, the experts?
Would you guys want to let everybody know kind of the backstory behind the Flatwoods Monster incident?
Yeah, sure. And looking into this story too, I mean, there's some different variations of it. So, I don't know what all you guys looked into about the incident.
Everything.
But basically what we got when we did it was, we're going back to September 12th, 1952 to Flatwoods, West Virginia, which West Virginia, man, water's different there.
Yeah, there's in the water.
They got a lot of cryptids.
Yeah, cryptid, like, central. in West Virginia.
It's like every high school mascot is just some sort of cryptid from their town. Every town has a cryptid and a cryptid museum.
But basically, the story goes that a group of boys, brothers Edward and Freddie May, and their friend Tommy Hyer, were outside playing at the Flatwoods Elementary School playground. And the exact ages of these boys range anywhere from 10 to 13 years old, from what I found. Some say there's like I said, there's different variations. Some say there was 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids. Regardless, doesn't matter too much. There was these 2 brothers and some friends playing at the playground.
What?
The boys were getting ready to return home for the night when they saw a bright, fiery light quickly flying across the sky. They watched the object crash into the hillside of G. Bailey Fisher's farm. And the boys, just like any typical boys do, they ran to investigate. But first, they swung by the May brothers' house to tell their mother, Kathleen May, what they just witnessed flying through the sky. And without any hesitation, their mother, Kathleen, called, and we had a lot of fun with this guy. They called National Guardsman Cadet Eugene Lemon.
Yeah.
And
like I just picture this guy came out of his house, whistle on, like jockstrap equipped. He's been waiting for this moment for somebody to call him because something crashed in the field.
Yeah.
It's my time to shine.
I saw a thumbs up go across your screen. Are you guys live?
Sometimes thumbs come on our screen.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, really.
I don't think we're live.
Sometimes if we put up our thumb or do something, we'll get a thumbs
that
up
may
on
be.
that.
It may have grabbed the gesture. I just saw. I'm like, it wouldn't be the first time that we had gone live when we didn't mean to.
That's my fault.
Yeah, we typically don't go live, so we would almost have to go out of our way. But
Yeah.
which would be totally awesome. A little bit if it happened.
It's when we start getting comments. That's when we really start enjoying that. At that point, it's like, oh, but yeah. So Eugene Lemon from the National Guard gets pulled out of his house, and it's only him.
So
because they didn't grab like anybody else from the National, they just grabbed one guy.
I don't know if
Yeah.
Wow, you got a guy like Eugene Lemon.
Have you guys seen the movie House Arrest?
House Arrest.
It had like Jamie Lee Curtis and the kids kidnap all the parents and lock them in the basement to sort the problems out.
I feel like I've seen this a long time ago.
And they have a neighbor that's like an ex-cop that's always like watching out the window and like recording them, and like that's what Eugene Lemon reminds me of. Like he's waiting for his time to like just get in there and sort things out.
Like he's been putting his jockstrap on every day for the past 7 years, waiting for this
Just
call.
That one moment, no backup needed. He's going.
Could you imagine just waving off the National Guard? Like they call you, it's like guys, the rest of the National Guard, you guys stay home. We'll be fine. I got this.
And they're probably like, all right, Eugene, go get him.
Yeah. Go ahead, Eugene. It's fine.
Yeah. So these boys, they get their mother. She grabs Eugene Lemon, and then I guess they brought the family dog as well, Richie, to accompany them to the crash site. And I guess he was just some type of like farm dog. I don't know if he was like a
bloodhound or whatever. I never could find out.
Research what kind or what breed it was.
Yeah. And then on their way to the crash site, I guess they picked up some other boys, like some of the friends of these kids. And the squad was formed. The group of 7, what I got, armed with their flashlights, headed through town all the way towards G. Bailey Fisher's farm. And then once they got there, the dog Richie ran ahead of the group and started barking before running back, frightened with his tail between his legs. The group continued walking up the hill to the farm when they came across what they described as a pulsating ball of fire. In the distance, behind a tree line. And as they were walking, they started noticing a strange mist that was filling the air, and it was so strong that it began making their eyes and throats burn. And what they described it as was almost like a strong metallic sulfuric odor that kind of smelled like burning chemicals. And then to the left of the glowing ball, Cadet Lemon, strapped with his flashlight and his jockstrap.
And a whistle. You know he had a whistle.
Oh, yeah, he definitely had a whistle.
Yeah.
And you know those clothes were ironed, like tight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not, yeah.
No creases.
No creases.
This poor guy.
So the glowing ball was to the left. He had his flashlight, and he thought he saw two bright eyes in the trees. And when he quickly turned to shine his flashlight towards the trees, what he thought might have possibly been... You guys still there?
Yeah, he his phone.
It's your phone.
It's my phone. Messed up somehow. He's reinitiating it. Go. You can continue.
Okay.
No, forgot to turn on the do not disturb, and halfway
right.
through, it just starts ringing. We're like, what?
Yeah.
We're
So he
really
turns
professional.
his-
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So he turns his flashlight to the trees, to what he thought was possibly a possum, a raccoon, some other animal. However, in the shadows of the trees, Cadet Lemon's flashlight landed on something more terrifying than he could have ever imagined. And then this is where they describe a towering figure appeared that was estimated to be around 10 feet tall. It had a spade-shaped or ace of spades-like head with a bright, blood-red face and two protruding eyes. The figure had a green, metallic-looking body that appeared to glow, possibly covered in some kind of armor. Long claw-like arms that were extended forward, a dark robe or mechanical lower half that seemed to be floating or gliding in the air. So none of this creature was touching the ground. It was completely off the ground, floating. And then they could also hear what they said was like a strange hissing or shrieking sound. And then I joked in our episode, not joked, but I think it's a good visual for people listening. My son's big into cryptids. He's 6 now, but when we did this episode, he was 5, and I showed him a picture of the Flatwoods Monster, and immediately he's like, "Head looks like a Hershey Kiss." So that's kind of like what I say to people, you know, just so they can visualize kind of what the head looks like, you know, Hershey Kiss.
My dirty mind went somewhere else of what it looks like.
Yeah.
We actually had somebody cosplay
Yeah.
at the Ohio Bigfoot Jamboree.
Oh, I should put pictures.
Yeah, we need to throw that up there. Amazing cosplay. Dedicated red face paint. Had the whole spade style head, green. I'm like, that's a lot of dedication to that.
So, if you don't mind me jumping in here,
Yeah, go ahead.
when I was reading this story, one of the possibilities that jumped into my head immediately, based on appearance, mannerisms, movement, and sound, made me wonder if what they were experiencing could have possibly been something like a wraith. You know, a dark cloaked figure hovering, and then it comes down like a snake pattern and hisses at them.
Other than it was bright green, almost metallic armor with a red face.
But they were also smelling nauseous fumes. They could
Oh,
have
you're saying contact high.
Yeah. They could have been tripping balls.
I mean, and I'll be honest, when I first read their initial, I wondered, you know, I mean, there was a meteor in the sky that night. They do know that multiple people saw it. But when I was reading it, I was like, as they're talking about, because like he shined the flashlight on it, then dropped the flashlight.
Yeah.
You know, some cadet there, he should have at least thrown it at him, not just drop it. You know, but you know, how'd you like to be that? He screams, everybody turns around. There's no flashlight putting it on the creature, so you have no idea where this creature's at now. You know, totally let the National Guard down.
But
He had one job, really.
One job.
One job.
Keep the flashlight on the dangerous
That's it.
object, blow the whistle,
That's it.
and keep it pointed.
That's
Yeah, it's like
What
when you're holding
show
that
is that?
flashlight for dad. When you're holding that
Yeah,
flashlight for
he did-
dad.
He didn't get yelled at enough.
What show is that with Gomer Pyle? Was it the Gomer Pyle show?
Yeah, or Barney Fife from Mayberry. That's who I was kind of picturing. Don Knotts.
Yeah.
There's one bullet trying to get it out of his pocket.
I think the funniest one was that they ended up coming out at one point and saying that, oh no, this is just a giant barn owl. And I'm like, okay.
It was up in a tree, and the claws were on a branch, and that's what made it look like the arms.
Do owls hiss?
Yeah, they do actually. Owls can hiss, and basically, most people describe an owl as a cat running on a bird operating system. Like owls are very cat-like. If you get into them, they'll hunt and kill damn near anything. They'll eat almost anything. But they coo. They actually like to be. Yeah, that's one of the tangents. Sorry about that, guys.
No, you're good.
I did not know that. They hissed.
Yeah. Well,
I got a
like,
question about that,
Yeah.
about the owls, because I brought it up in a recent episode. And at least I know, at least for me personally, I'm not going to speak for Mike, but I know, like, at least here in Pennsylvania, like, I don't really see many owls. Like, they say in a lot of these different cryptid stories and stuff, they'll say owls and everything else, but, like, I don't know if I buy it every time, because I feel like you don't really see owls that much, at least in my experience.
No, especially here in Kansas.
well, so there are owls. Well, like one of the big ones, like the great horned owl. I mean, it stands up to 4 foot tall, big wingspan, about 8 foot. And that's like the largest owl in North America. But they're very rarely seen flying because they're silent. Like most people don't realize they're a nocturnal hunter, and they are silent. You wouldn't even know until it like was on you and having a bad day that was an owl. And that's what, like, trying to pick that up out of the sky with no sound. The eye shine doesn't show up. They can close their eyes. Yeah, but you're right. Like the Mothman was talked about as probably an owl.
Mothman.
The head's not. I mean, maybe it was Mothman in a hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But did you guys read the story about this? This one cracked my ass up too. In 2000, the committee of the skeptical inquiries came out to investigate the story, and I'm like, to disprove it. And I'm like, really? 48 years later, and you think you're gonna find evidence of this shit? And they were like, oh, this is explainable.
There's owl poop right there.
We didn't find any tracks. There were no smells, and there was a recorded meteor that night. And I'm like, of course there were no tracks or smells. It's 48 effing years later.
Well, what got me? No one did any radiation checks. Like I haven't found anything about if anybody took a Geiger counter out there and double checked it.
Cadet Lemon's just slipping. All over the
Yeah,
place.
he should have called for backup.
Rookie.
But what got me though is there was actually the other research that Paratrum done. There's sightings of it the day before of something, and the day after. Because I was like, they're making it up. Contact high if somebody burn it, your burn barrel had marijuana in it or whatever, But the fact that it was the day before and day after, this is 1952, it wouldn't have been able to make it to press in time for other people to be influenced.
Well, and that's the other thing that I found extremely interesting about this case in particular is we're dealing with 1952, right? So this stuff isn't really taken
Lightly.
seriously today. Or
The fact that somebody would go and their mom would take them and say, we saw this.
the fact that it was,
that's pretty rare. Even in a small town, you get excommunicated out of the town pretty quick.
but the fact that this story was released and picked up by news magnates and all sorts of stuff worldwide. Like it wasn't just a localized story that showed up in the newspapers of the town or the county. Like there were other countries reporting this incident, which
they had like 7 people and a National Guard that saw it.
Well,
what more
we
can
need
you
the air
trust?
quotes around the National Guard. We need to
I
see
think that was added
credentials.
later.
But what are your guys' thoughts on that? Like, why?
Like the stories of something being seen before the day and the day after.
And why this story was picked
Good
up
if I say something.
worldwide as opposed to other some sorts of stories.
What really found interesting about this is like this is like the most well-known story, but then if you look at the other two instances and you kind of map it out, like I looked at it on a map, and like the first day, like the one prior to this story, it was more up north, and then this happened was, I think, I don't remember exactly, but I know it was further south from.
Yeah, it was like that. The sighting is in the middle. It was like 2 or 3 miles north, and then like almost 20 miles south, which is not really that far.
No. So I kind of thought that, okay, if it was a UFO or something similar, could it have crashed, tried to fix itself, crashed again 3 times or whatever? Something similar like that is kind of what I envisioned when I just kind of looked at the 3 different incidents, how they were lined up. I don't know.
Just an alien walking, trying to get refueled, go back to where he crashed, calling Geico for insurance or State Farm saying,
Yeah.
And then he sees Mr. Lemon.
How'd you like to be the alien that crashes their spacecraft, and then it's a bunch of human kids that are pointing you out? You're like, oh man, this is going to make the news.
Yeah. And Eugene, it's like, this guy, because they've already heard about him wherever they're from. They've heard about Eugene.
They're like, oh, they called Eugene. I'm never going to live this down.
Be aware of Eugene Lemon.
He has a whistle.
But I've always wondered, like with the smell and stuff like that. Like you're in West Virginia, you are in big time coal country, and we live close to the coal region where we're at too. And you get up to some places that were mined, and you get some odd odors just coming out of the ground.
Oh yeah, the pockets they release.
Yeah.
Well, that stuff.
Some of it's toxic. I mean, some of it could be. I mean, depending on what fumes are coming out, you could hallucinate off of it. But the fact that there are so many people and it happened so quickly from them saying that they had the burning sensation and then they saw it, that there's not a lot of stuff that acts that fast.
Yeah.
And do mass hallucination. Like you got multiple people pretty much saying the same thing. Unless Eugene just made it all up and took off running,
He seems like he's a stickler.
Yeah,
I didn't think about it, but we should have looked up the career path for Eugene going forward.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. He probably became a judge or something, or the town drunk after seeing something like that.
Yeah.
They didn't let him back in the National Guard after that news post.
No.
You did what with your flashlight?
This
Where
was your one
whistle?
chance.
We had one chance.
One chance to earn your stripes, and you dropped the light.
Yeah.
You didn't blow your whistle. Nobody knew you were there.
I'm pretty sure he screamed too, like a little girl.
Oh, I'm sure.
I picture it being like a high pitched scream, not like a good scream, though.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely not a good scream.
Yeah.
We're find out he's like a World War One, friggin' hero.
Yeah, you know he is.
Yeah.
I just know it.
Yeah.
We're making fun of him, and he was shielding the kids from anything coming towards them.
Yeah. Oh man.
So another facet to the story that I don't know if you guys delved into or not, but I found it interesting that the May family, after this incident, got so much notarization or
notoriety.
It's not a real word. Notoriety.
You can have something notarized.
Hey, it sounded good. We wouldn't have said anything.
And recognized that they actually sent a minister out to the house to bless this family. I'm like,
bless your heart.
What's the thought process behind that? If it's
they need all the help they can get. At that point, they're like, yeah, let's just go bless them. They're in for a rough ride after this one.
I just thought that was really weird.
Yeah, I think it was probably they went, oh, bless their hearts. And they're like, oh, the priest went out and blessed them. That was such a nice thing. It was a bunch of guys from the north talking about it.
Well, you wonder
Yeah.
too if they just hope that all right, if we bring him here, he blesses us, then everybody will be like, all right, they're good. We'll just leave them
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Gone.
Did you guys hear too? I saw it some places. I don't know about the Men in Black showing up.
Yeah, I did
saw
read about that. Yeah.
About them showing up to take the mother's dress or whatever because there was like some residue left on it.
From what I remember reading, they were under the impression that some of that rubbery, gooey residue that
also the gas residue would have been on. But I mean, you'd want it off of the adult. Who knows where those kids had been?
We can attest to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they were probably crawling in mud, backwoods.
I just see Eugene. if he had the dress, he'd go to test it.
Yeah.
But so I mean, it brings me to another point. Like, for me personally, I'm a bitch. I'm scared. There's a different class of people down around there because the mom was like, "Let's go find this motherfucker."
Well, yeah.
Like,
I don't think you're safe. I'm gonna come with you. Let's go grab Lemon.
That's why I'm surprised they were only armed with flashlights. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well,
you're talking rural West Virginia.
Yeah,
they didn't grab the dad.
True.
Because I know. Well, and they may have been. I mean, it's hard to say. Little 22s running around.
But see, I would have gone out with a gun. I would have been like, "You guys just saw an alien."
I would have gone with a gun. I'm totally would have gone with a gun.
And at least a beer. I would at least have a beer.
Yeah, and I'm not dropping my flashlight. I might throw it, but I'm not dropping it.
Yeah, it's going up somebody's ass. I don't know whose.
Speaking of beer, you guys are going to be getting a package from us soon. Jeremy, I don't know if you can see.
JD.
See, I messed up. JD, he lasered you guys a couple of cups with your logos.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
And you're going to be getting some other stuff.
It has our logo on the other side.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sweet. Thank you.
That is so cool.
Since you guys are just drinking out of plain glasses, we got to spit you up a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes we don't even have a glass. Sometimes we just drink out of the can, I know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with your name cracking cans, it's okay if you're just out of... Oh, these are stainless steel, by the way. So, you take them camping, wherever.
That is awesome.
We'll wash them before we send them to you.
Really? Just breaking them in for us?
Yeah.
Nice.
We were like, we needed something. And we're like, I didn't want to have to unpack my other ones.
Yeah.
So let's just go down the line on what everybody's thoughts are on the incident.
For me, I think it's probable. It's the other two. It's the other two stories give it to me more credence for how close of a time frame it was, because it's actually 3 sightings all within 25 miles of each other in 1952. So that means the internet's not there. It wasn't like somebody picked the phone up and called. You'd have to go through the party line. That's for them to say very similar things that they saw. That to me leads more credence that something happened. I'm not saying it's alien, or I personally wonder if it wasn't an actual cryptid, not UFO, that the meteorite and all that would just be happenstance, like maybe that drew the creature out.
It's possible. So you're thinking like maybe like an elemental, or
I mean, we do paranormal. I mean, it could have been a like you were saying, a wraith, but the way they described it though seemed more flesh and blood until they said it floated. But that could have been the fumes.
Did you guys want to talk about the other 2 stories at all?
We can.
Yeah, let's go. I didn't do research on those, so
I got a little bit here if you want me to just touch base on them.
They're in your notes.
Yeah, but I didn't do like in-depth like research.
You got names and
just a brief overview of those other 2 incidents.
Yeah, let me just, if you want me to kind of go over the other 2, I can.
Absolutely.
All right.
Jinx.
So let me just hold on a second here.
I didn't know we were gonna have to wait.
No, we're good. I got it. We're good. You can just cut that out. Cut that out. You don't have to wait at all.
Yeah, we'll just section that. 5 hours later.
All right, we're good. Here we go.
Yeah.
So one night. So this is the first. Well, this is the
The
first.
day before.
The day before. Yeah, I get confused with like the timeline of this because you got the most like the famous story of it, and then you have the day before, then the incident day after. So this is the day before the most famous incident.
Yeah. And how do you think the people that actually saw it first feel about that? Like they actually saw it the day before, and they're not the famous ones.
Right. Well, I kind of think, and I don't know, I couldn't really find anything, but I feel like that first story came out, it blew up, and I think these people, they didn't want to come out at first because maybe they didn't want to feel like they were psycho or crazy. Yep. So like they saw this other story come out and then they're like, oh, like we experienced something similar. This is what we experienced. And then, the other story that became big and popular allowed them to come out with their experiences.
Out and say it.
Yeah. I don't know. Could be wrong, but
I definitely think these girls were hitting something good though too. I barely remember the story, and I just remember getting to the end and being like, oh, okay, so these girls were slightly high when a lot of this happened.
I think the whole time we talked about this one, I think we were talking like they had a joint or a blunt or something. But a girl named Audra Harper was outside with her friend, and I just called her Jay because I believe in the reading that I found in my research, her name was like redacted, so it just said Jay, and then it was, I don't know what it was, so I just called her Jay.
She done disappeared.
Yeah. So Audra and Jay wanted to walk to the store, and instead of going on, and I saw a couple different versions, but I like this one. They were going to the store, but the road that went from like where they lived to the store, I guess, was like really run down and stuff. So they decided to take a shortcut through the woods, which
that's
I don't know.
Smart.
I know, like at night,
isn't that Little Red Riding Hood and every fairy tale started? Oh, we're gonna take this shortcut.
So they take this shortcut through the woods, and I guess about a half mile or so into their walk, they noticed a fire on a hill that they were walking past. They continued walking, trying to dismiss it. And I guess they thought that the flame might have been one of their neighbors outside fox chasing or something else, at nighttime. But as they looked back to check out the flame again, it was now like a really bright ball of fire. So it went from like a little flame to just poof, big bright ball of fire. And I guess it was something like they've never seen before, and it quickly vanished right when their eyes like locked on it. So it was more or less they saw it, wow, boom, it's gone. Like it was just that quick. And then as soon as the bright ball of fire disappeared, a tall black figure appeared in its place, and they described it as being the size of 3 men. So frightened.
I assume it's 3 men stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
Not like 3 men wide.
Yeah.
You never know.
That'd still be.
You're right. You're right.
So frightened, the girls began running, and I guess they crossed a barbed wire fence, came to a gate. Audra opened the gate, and right as they proceeded through the gate, Jenny closed it and yelled, "It is right behind us." So this thing was on top of the hill, and I don't really know like the distances and stuff, but it seems like based off of their description, this thing made a lot of ground in a short amount of time. Unless these girls were, big bras, just really slow, like this thing caught up to them quick.
Shrooms. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
shrooms. I know
it couldn't work a gate though, and it just I was full of them.
Yeah.
It could have been like 15 minutes at this gate trying to get through it. So the barbed wire. It's like, oh no, their only weakness, gates.
And then I guess Audra said,
right there.
Audra said she didn't think it was possible because this creature would have had to run over twice the distance as them. And as they got the gate closed, they looked up. The creature was standing right in front of them on the other side of the gate. They weren't able to really recall the full description of this creature. They just described it as being a huge black shape. And then they turned, ran through the fields. They eventually got to the store. And this part's funny. They got to the store and they tried borrowing people's guns for the walk home.
Because back in rural West Virginia at this time, people didn't have guns. Towns had guns. So you just had to go to your neighbor and be like, hey, it's my night with the gun.
Yeah.
We can have it again tomorrow. I need it tonight.
I just picture the reason the creature stopped at the gate was because it was just Eugene Lemon and like camo gear out there checking for stuff. Like, I just wanted to talk to you.
I just wanted a hug. You know.
But then I guess after they left the store, there was two guys who were drinking some beers, just some good old boys, and decided to walk them home. And then that was all I could find of the story. But then I know that Audra made it home because she typed up her experience after the fact.
Yeah, she survived that time.
Yeah.
The second half's only available on OnlyFans.
Yes, I was gonna say the second half you gotta pay a subscription for.
But to be fair, like I'm assuming you might drink every once in a while. How much alcohol or weed would it take to make you hallucinate that you're seeing something without something slipping something in your drink?
Well, back then it was unfiltered, it was natural stuff, so probably not very much.
Well, I mean, if you're drinking the bad stuff, it wasn't Prohibition days.
The other thing.
Oh no, it's actually we have way stronger stuff now.
No shit.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Called science.
I think Mike, when we did this episode, I think you mentioned that like the flame they were seeing was like the end of the joint.
Yeah, that's why it got bigger because they like saw it and they were sucking in, and it's like, oh man, it's growing bigger.
That's a good one.
But I also think like when they took off running from this thing, and I don't know why, but this story just screams to me like they took the shortcut because they were just going to go burn one, which is fine. No judgments for me. But, and then the fact that any little snap in the woods, all of a sudden you're like your senses are on high alert because you're hoping mom and dad don't catch you, you know?
Oh. Yeah, and then to me, you'd see him like doing a zigzag run trying to get to this gate because they can't run really well. Yeah. And the guy's just walking. You know,
yeah. It's not like Michael Myers, just that straight line, just walk.
Yeah. And they're like, we can't get away.
We can't turn. Running zigzags.
This is probably why we're going to die because of a cryptid.
We're going to die because of a cryptid in a gate.
Yeah, we can't work the gate. God damn it.
And I picture it being like a gate that's just like one of those yellow, just single-armed gates that you could just go under. That's what I picture them just like shaking it like, we're never going to get out.
But the thing is, they climbed over a barbed wire fence.
Yeah.
Just climb over the gate.
Yeah, no way. That gate is crazy. You don't understand.
Evidently, it worked. It kept the monster out.
It's true. Yeah.
Maybe it's a special.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was something supernatural. If the gate was made out of iron, it couldn't physically pass it.
Ooh, fake.
Yeah.
There was a guy going, man, those girls are so stoned.
Yeah.
They're probably just in their backyard this whole time.
They never got anywhere. They finally got to their shed and they think it's a convenience store. They're talking to a rake like, I need your gun.
Oh, that would be a great skit.
They grab two rakes and they're walking. They think they're the guys, you know. They do a big circle in the backyard, make it back to the house, and you know.
The creature's actually just like their mom or dad, just
watching them. Yeah,
fuck are you guys doing?
The flashlight. That's the light they saw. They're wondering why they're walking around in the backyard screaming. Why they're trying to get over their own gate when they just can open it.
Yeah.
The gate's just the trash can sitting in the corner. They're crawling over it. There's garbage spilling everywhere. Their dad's so proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That dude's out there just getting slammed on beers. You
Yeah,
don't give a
he's
shit.
done. It's like it's over. It's over for me.
So what was the other? So that was the one before.
That was about like 3 miles north
Yeah.
of the and then the other one was like 20 miles, I thought, south.
Yeah, 20 miles south. Near Strange Creek. Where we at, West Virginia. So I like this. I like the third story. I really do. Third story, George and Edith Snedowski, along with their 1.5-year-old son, were driving through the rural area of Clay in Braxton County on Route 4 when all of a sudden their car died. George pulled the car over and attempted restarting it several times with no success. It was nighttime. There were no other cars around to assist in their broken down car. And remind you, these folks are out in the middle of East Bumfuck, West Virginia in the 1950s, pre-cell phones. So they're stuck. And as George and Edith sat in their dead car trying to figure out what they were going to do, all of a sudden they just got a giant whiff of a sulfuric odor, and their baby began to cry.
And
it
Edith's
just shit
like,
its
George, was
Yeah,
that
he
you?
shit his pants. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
George.
Blaming-
Like, it wasn't me.
Blaming it on a cryptid. Oh, that was totally something outside the car.
And then out of nowhere, a bright light filled the darkness and lit up the entire area around them. And the couple witnessed a 10-foot tall creature hovering in front of the car. And the description that they recalled of this creature was similar to the first sighting. Well, not the first sighting.
The big sighting.
The big
yes,
sighting,
the
yeah.
big sighting. It was pretty similar. However, this creature was not wearing its spade-shaped hood.
Which makes sense because he's possibly walked 20 miles.
Yeah,
You know, he's exhausted,
Yeah.
hood's off. I got to cool
He's
off.
just trying to get a ride. And they're trying to blame the shits from the dad on him, and he's like, "What the hell?
Yeah.
I just need some diethylium crystals or something, and I'll be on my way."
Yeah. They said that this creature had a reptilian and bony head. They then reported that the creature dragged its lizard-like hand across the hood of their car before floating away into the woods. And then as they watched the creature, like until they couldn't see it anymore. And then at this point, the car started up without any issues, and the family was quickly able to speed off.
Huh.
So maybe that was just an alien abduction, and they lost time. Shut the car down. They forgot to vent the gas and knocks them out. That's why they remember it.
Yeah.
Aliens got to make mistakes too. No one can be perfect. They crashed in Roswell.
Yeah, it's true.
The other possibility could be that the first two, or not the first two, the first and the last sightings were of the actual extraterrestrials, and the big one that we call it was like a robotic scout or something.
Or
That's why it
was a suit, and the guy had to walk 20 miles. It was like, fuck this suit. This metallic's getting fucking heavy.
Yeah.
So gravity's a bitch around here.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't hear about the lizard-like appearance.
I think that's where they're referencing like the green. A lizard. Most lizards are green.
Yeah.
So was that the metallic body of the first one, or was it muddy because he's crawled through the fucking woods? He's just pissed. Had to
Fucking
throw his
West
hood
Virginia.
down. Yeah,
That's
West
like we always
Virginia.
joke. We always joke when shit lands in like New Jersey. Like what's that one fucker's name?
Oh, Ingrid Cold.
Ingrid
Like,
Cold.
There's theory that he like originally landed in New Jersey, and he looked around. It's like, oh no,
No.
like he is not ready to square up with a couple of like Jersey dudes.
Yeah.
That's not what he signed up for at all.
he probably landed, and he's like, usually I get blamed for the smell, but this time it's New Jersey.
Yeah, just coming out of the ground.
That's not my scent.
Yeah.
That was, I swear to God, when I went to Philadelphia and we took the train to New York City, when we drove past Newark, I was like, what in the hell is that smell? And my brother goes, look out the window. I was like, he's like, it's just Newark. And I was like, it was horrible.
I'm not even like a huge fan of going to Philadelphia because I just
Yeah, me
it's
neither.
just I don't know. But that's like tight quarters. I'm just not made for it.
No, I get
Yeah,
really-
no, it's very tight quarters. The only thing that I really enjoyed when I was there was going to Eastern State Penitentiary.
Ooh, I've been there.
tour.
That place is awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool, but it's like in the middle of a neighborhood.
It is, yeah.
Like, it was weird. But
Yeah.
I did Freedom Hall, the whole National Treasure Museum. Yeah, followed where Nicolas Cage was through Sully.
cool.
Did the Bell, did the Congress Hall, which is a lot smaller than what I realized. That's not that big of a building.
So, can you guys kind of let people know where they can go to check you out and
Leave the OnlyFans off. Just go with the Facebook.
We can't.
rate-
So if anybody's interested in buying foot pictures of, no, I'm just kidding. We have you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Kraken Cans Cast, and we're also on YouTube and TikTok. Same thing, Kraken Cans Cast. We also have an email if anybody want to reach out to us, krakencanscast@gmail.com. So that's really the best ways to reach out to us. Shoot us a message, follow us on there.
That's awesome. Are you guys going to be doing any like conventions or conferences or anything like that anytime soon?
So I don't think we have anything planned soon. In August, we'll be at the Central PA Bigfoot and Cryptid Festival again this year.
We're on the committee.
We're on the
Yeah.
committee,
Yeah.
So that we're excited for that, and we don't really have anything else planned besides not really any like conferences or anything like that. Possibly a couple trips coming up this summer, maybe.
Yeah, we've had her on a couple times. Her name's Jenny. She works at Penhurst
Oh,
Penhurst
nice.
Asylum.
See, there's a thumbs up right there.
They
Big-
like Jenny.
Big fans of
Big fan
Penhurst
of-
and Jenny.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah, so
I've
we
never seen that before.
it's just us.
Dude, you
know.
should see like the first time it happened. The one day we turned to the cameras and confetti just went off on our camera for
And
no
balloons
reason. falling,
balloons were
and
going.
We're
They were
just
like,
we just
"What?"
were lost. No idea.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you're live. You just don't realize it.
It could be.
Yeah, nobody's watching then.
Yeah, there's no comments coming through. That's true.
So,
But what I was going to say is, Jenny, we've had her on the podcast twice because she does a lot of paranormal investigations and stuff. And she's trying to get us up to Penhurst to do like a private tour with us of the asylum. And she's also planning a trip right now for Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Trans-Allegheny's a bucket list.
Yeah, so hey,
So-
if I could talk with her, if we're able to make it happen, I could see if we can get you guys on the list with us. She's trying to do like a big group.
Absolutely.
So-
That'd be a
okay.
good reason to come to Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Well, that's in West Virginia.
But
Yeah.
true.
but you can come see us
Somebody-
in Pennsylvania. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah. Sure. Well, I mean, West Virginia, you got we can do the Mothman, Point Pleasant,
You could. I mean, you could do like the whole tour because you could go to was it Shawnee?
Yeah, Lake Shawnee. You guys ever hear?
Oh, yeah.
Shawnee.
The abandoned amusement park. That's
Yeah,
on my
we did-
bucket list.
We did an episode on that one. Now you could camp out there, and it's really not that
I know.
It's
expensive.
cheap. It's like $70 a night to camp out there.
Yeah. Or your life. One or the other.
No,
Yeah. YOLO.
yeah.
Oh no, dude! I've been wanting to go there since I was in college.
So you guys are trying to get out to a lot of locations, or have you
We're
done
trying-
any paranormal stuff before that?
We I know like you dabbled a little bit years ago. I never really got too much into it.
Back in those college days?
High school.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, early bloomer.
Yeah. No, we want to though.
Yeah, we would definitely want to get to Penhurst because there's a lot of stuff going on surrounding Penhurst about a data center and stuff there. So
Yeah,
that is,
it may be going away. So yeah, the
Yeah,
sooner you can
so-
get there.
yeah, and plus, I guess there is spirit. Like I am for the most part a non-believer. So Jenny said she was going to lock me in the basement with the one spirit named Skip, and we're going to see what happens. I don't know. So I'm kind of excited for that. See what happens. Me and him
If
make
you guys
friends.
Are ever willing to come out to the grand old Midwest here in Kansas City? I mean, We've got the Missouri State Penitentiary. We've got the Sally House just a couple miles away.
That's you.
Corey's not sure about the Sally House.
I just can't remember her name.
Yeah, I went through, like, I did a quick episode talking about like poltergeist, and I went through the Sally House, and I got to the end, and he goes, "Whoa, who is Sally?" And I said, "Never mind, just skip it on to the next one." That's like one of my favorite like all time shorts that we did was the Sally House short, probably. But
yeah, if you ever get a chance, check out the sightings Ghost on a Prairie on YouTube. Covers how that story happened back in 1993. It was that's kind of one of the things that kind of made me like. I grew up in a haunted house. Doors would open. I went to go scare my sister. She was coming down. It was a big Victorian house, a big wooden staircase with a landing comes down, and I'm old, so I'm a latchkey kid. So my sister's about 4 years. Yeah, I'm old. And I heard her coming down the stairs. I was watching TV, so I snuck around, got below the banister, and was what I literally heard her take the steps. She hit the mud landing at the very bottom. I jumped out to scare. And ha! And there's nobody there. I was like, it's like, so my brain wasn't clicking. I ran upstairs, opened her door. I'm like, did you just come down the stairs? She's like, no, get the fuck out of my room. I'm like, and it, just like, oh, I literally heard somebody come down the stairs, thought it was her, jumped out. I probably scared the piss out of the ghost because it probably didn't see me either. But that was my first like, oh, aha, there is something out there. My door would open up and it would close. You literally would hear people walk up and down. We actually on our website, cwtspodcast.com, we have an evidence page of like we did the Sally House. We've done it twice. We got some activity in there. We actually had a bathroom door open up. We caught that on camera. You can hear it go click and just swing open. I thought he had left it open, trying to air it out or something.
It's understandable.
Yeah, it just
habit.
The first time we went there, it was dead of summer.
Oh.
No airflow whatsoever.
The house was cool, but there's just no air, stagnant air.
So I'm upstairs setting cameras up. I had to fart. So I
fucking
bad one loose.
Bad.
10 minutes later, I hear downstairs.
The fuck? It just lingered and just slowly came down the stairs. And I'm like, I came through the living room, was by the stairs. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck?
What is that sulfuric smell?
I'm like, it is a demon. Oh my God, that's straight from hell.
It was bad.
But he hasn't put the video up of you. So Larry's not a small guy.
No.
He's 6'5", 480. So I mean, he's almost a cryptid himself. He gets the bright idea. We're sitting in the kitchen as our main base where we got the cameras. He leans back, knocks on the basement door, which is locked. You're not supposed to go in the basement because of some issues. And about
15 minutes later,
maybe not even. It was a little bit later. That door rattled.
Like something trying to open the door.
And he was gone. I mean, like, I have not seen that large of a mass move that fast. Thank God no one was standing in front of him.
I was gone.
Because, like, the NFL would have hired him right then and fucking there. I mean, he was gone in seconds. Like, I'm like, why isn't that on freaking camera on our blooper reels?
I couldn't find it because I was moving so fast.
It's just a blur.
It's just, yeah. I mean, 1 second he's sitting there, and the next he's just gone. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, our friend that was with us was like, I didn't know something that big could
move that fast.
Yeah.
When you're motivated. But
good.
I was just saying, so if you get bored, you can check some of that stuff out. If you definitely get invited, if you can get open invitations, we'd love to come out, hang out with you, crack a few cans with you, and be in the same place. Like I said, if I know you're about 7 or 8 hours away from Ada, Ohio Bigfoot Jamboree, October 3rd, that weekend, we're going to be out that way. We have all our Myth Monsters and Mullets, Nevermore Hollows, Drunken Cryptids. Cryptid of the Corn podcasts are the ones that put it on. This will be third year they've done it. We went, our first time was last year. A lot of cryptid, mostly
thousands of people were there. It was crazy
for as small of a town. Probably probably 1,500 or so. If you can break away during that first weekend of October, I guarantee you'd have a good time. Be around some pretty fun people, swap stories. We're also doing one in North Little Rock with Drunken Cryptid in June. Was it June 6th?
June 6th, the Arkansas Cryptid Fest.
That's the first one they're doing there. That's his, and like we'll get you some information if you ever want to do other podcasts and talk with people.
Yeah.
We know a bunch of paranormal investigators as well. If you like interviewing, or if you don't like, we like I said, this is kind of unique for us because we don't particularly like doing these type of interviews remote. Because we generally do better in person, but with as far as ways you are, we like you guys. Your shorts are friggin' hilarious, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
And hopefully, more people, our fans will see you and go, oh my God, they're younger and smarter.
Yeah.
Well, younger.
Yeah.
Let's not be ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll take some wisdom. Just give us the wisdom.
Yeah.
I lost mine a long time ago.
Yeah. And like we don't know why people seem to like us. So we have a good time. We enjoy what we do. We do like to shout out and do collabs a lot. So you guys ever get bored or something, want to do another topic, you guys pick it. Hopefully we'll be able to come onto your podcast as well at some point.
Yeah, we'd love to try and do something maybe in like a month or so. We kind of got like a busy time coming up the next couple of weeks, but we'll definitely reach out to get something together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming on and bringing information that I neglected to look up on other.
He had names.
Yeah.
Not just some people saw something.
No.
Yeah. Hey, I hope you guys liked the information that I shared with you guys.
Oh, I loved it. This has been a blast.
Yeah. Hopefully it wasn't ChatGPT and we're all getting in trouble for
No.
No.
It was funny. Corey was pulling up his notes beforehand, and I was like, "What are you pulling those up for?"
I'm like, hey, just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Thank you. That great research on that.
Yeah. So
thanks.
Yeah. Just until next time.
Till next time, I guess. Be safe. What you get? You got anything else you want to say before we end the live or end the recording?
No way. Just appreciate you guys reaching out and letting us come on. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time.
I've been looking forward to this all weekend. We were at an investigation with no heat, and it was cold.
There's like my basement. Yeah, our basement right now. I got goosebumps. I'm freezing.
Yeah, my nose is running in my mustache. It's disgusting. I hope it doesn't show up too much in the video.
I got like frostbite on my face from this weekend.
There was literally ice formed in the toilets. It was that cold in the building.
Yeah.
Where were you guys at?
So we're at Emmaus Asylum just outside of St. Louis.
It's a pretty large complex. It used to be a college, and then they did medical stuff. We're hoping to go back in the summertime when it's a little bit warmer. It's a beautiful area though, but we try to do that. We've done Sleeper Mortuary a couple different times. We try to do events. We actually like meeting people.
Mm-hmm. Cool people.
Yeah, well, certain people.
Yeah.
So,
but we appreciate it again.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Corey. Thank you. If you
get that thumb to show up.
Yeah, don't know how that was weird. I don't know what you got.
I don't know. It only happens when we don't want it.
Say your name, Jenny.
Jen.
Jenny. Penhurst.
Woo. It's just weird. It's just randomly two different times. Thumbs up on your screen.
It happens all the time. It's just random. Like I put your thumb up. Usually happens when you put your fat thumb up. Put it over here.
I have long thumbs, not fat thumbs.
There
it is.
It's your hand. It's only you got the magic hands.
Son of a bitch. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, it's your hand.
That is weird.
I wish we could remember how to do the birthday.
Don't you put two up?
Is that what it was too?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't know. It was balloons though. I don't know what.
Yeah, it was. I don't know how we got balloons.
Fireworks.
I just know when the balloons hit, like our brain was so blown, we just both stared at the screen in silence for 2 minutes. Is why it happened.
I wonder. You
thumbs down, see what happens.
Because evidently we don't have ours set up. Nope.
Damn.
No.
Only positive reinforcements.
Middle finger. Do the middle finger. See that?
No way. No way. That's not good.
So, all right.
Thanks again.
Again,
I appreciate it.
It's my train of thought there for a second.
Any other shout outs? Facebook, TikTok, YouTube.
Ooh, I do got a shout out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout out Cryptid Empire for this awesome shirt right here.
Yeah.
Check
that is a
him
bad
out.
shirt, yeah.
You ever hear of Cryptid Empire? He makes some good stuff. Like, you guys should follow him.
I think I did reach out to him I think they're on Facebook, right?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram. I think it's just those two.
He's coming on our podcast here in like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of research. He's done a lot of research on Mothman, and he spent some time over there in Point Pleasant, and he's like doing books and all kinds of stuff, and we're gonna have him on here in 2 weeks.
Oh, excellent. Where can they find him at besides Facebook?
Instagram, I think, is a big one. Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, Cryptid Empires.
Cryptid Empire. Yeah.
Cryptid Empires. Does he have a website?
Yeah, he does. I can send you guys the link.
Yeah,
if
that
you wanna
way we
post
can
it up.
throw it up under the
for
video.
sure.
Anybody else you want to shout out? Do you have any other podcast buddies or investigation groups or sponsors like Rustic Company?
Yeah, Rustic Supply for sure. And
Yeah, we got the Go Devils. We got the Jersey Devil.
We got the Jersey Devil sign.
Oh, nice. I'm trying to get one for the Seattle Kraken. I want to get some like jerseys and stuff from them. Like, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, we actually just got a shark somewhere around here.
Yeah, we ordered one of their coat hangers, but it's a blue shark for our logo.
Nice.
They got some really nice stuff. Yeah. You guys did a great shout out for them too. So I figure we just did Bigfoot popcorn.
Yeah, you should reach out to the Bigfoot Popcorn Company. They sent us like a whole box full of like 7 different flavors of popcorn.
I like popcorn. I was watching. I was watching the video you guys did. That looks sweet.
Yeah,
it was really good flavors.
Yeah,
so
reach out to them because they want to collab with people and get their product out there.
Like I said, we're similar format. Similar themes. So, what else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else we can.
If you get a chance, I don't know if you've heard of this. Go check out. It's a website called codeadx.com, and you can apply to different companies to get sponsorship, and they'll give you a code.
Okay.
Like right now,
Check out.
we got 20% off meat sticks just by using chumming.
So, I do like meat sticks.
Meat sticks.
Yeah, you do.
Like,
yeah, I do.
But you'll get 20% kickback of all the sales they make for people using the code. So
you said code ADX?
Code ADX
is the website, and then you just sign up for it, tell them what you're doing, and then you'll pick them. They don't have a whole lot of options, but they have a decent amount.
Yeah, it's all free. So
anything and then I think that's about it. Like, reach out anytime. Like if you got something coming up that you want to be shouted out on, or like you got a big episode or premiere of your 100th episode or something, please reach out. Like I said, we greatly enjoy promoting other podcasts groups.
Do you guys mind if we throw you up on our website under affiliates with the link?
Go for it, man.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Then hopefully we'll be able to come out and see you at some point, or meet up somewhere.
Let's go tomorrow.
We'll let you get out of that cold basement.
Yeah, I got to wipe my nose. So
yeah, I appreciate it again, guys.
People aren't looking. I just wipe it on Corey's shirt, so it's fine.
Yeah,
it's a little crusty sometimes. But
so thanks again, and we'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
For sure.
Yep, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That's